Let's talk about a little bit about the homeless situation. As we know, this region, and indeed the entire state of California, has been affected by the significant rise in homelessness. The City of El Cajon has responded in a strong and meaningful way. In 2017, the City of El Cajon has implemented unprecedented strategies to address the growing homelessness problem in this region. We are fortunate to have strong community partnerships, especially with the East County Homeless Task Force, the East County Chamber of Commerce, the East County Transitional Living Center, the Salvation Army, Crisis House, and many other community charities and religious organizations. Over the past decade, the city has financially supported the East County Transitional Living Center, Crisis House, Meals on Wheels, and other support organizations to the tune of almost $2 million, an enormous amount for a community of this size. In addition to this ongoing support earlier this year, the city's launched 6 programs which aim to reduce the number of individuals who are homeless and to mitigate the negative impacts that homelessness has on our community. Specifically, the city funded the Housing Navigator, who will help secure permanent housing for homeless individuals. To help the Housing Navigator secure housing, the city has designated $80,000 to be used as housing assistance. And I should point out that Councilmember Goebel was instrumental in spearheading this whole project, as well as our Chamber of Commerce. We thank you very much. The city has partnered with the Salvation Army by funding its Way Back Home program, a family reunification program. The city initiated a Real Change, Not Spare Change campaign, encouraging residents not to give money to panhandlers, but rather to support organizations that provide aid to the homeless. And I can tell you why that's important. If you take the East County Transitional Living Center, who provides 500,000 meals a year to the homeless, they can do that for about a quarter a meal if we give the money to them. So if you give your $5 to the East County Transitional Living Center, they can turn that into many, many meals, as opposed to the $5 you might give to an individual that may or may not use that to buy just one meal. So it's economics and it makes sense. As opposed to the $5 you might give to an individual that may or may not use that to buy just one meal. So it's economics and it makes sense. The city funded the launch of Homeless Services app that helps connect homeless individuals with services. The city is offering to shelter the pets of homeless individuals seeking treatment or assistance. These bold actions have drawn attention from those in the region, and El Cajon has been recognized for its efforts by SANDAG and the San Diego Regional Task Force on the Homeless.
There's a lot of people that come to this park knowing that there's the foods here, knowing that they're going to feed us, knowing that we have a meal coming at least. Because some of us wake up and don't know when we're going to have a meal coming or when our next meal is going to be.
We feel that this ban is a violation of basic human rights. We believe that people have a right to eat, to exist in their community without reprisal from the state, and that a feeding ban specifically is a pretty inhumane response to a public health crisis.
It's like, don't feed the birds. Next thing you know, it'll be like, don't feed the humans at the park, you know?
I'll talk about some public safety improvements. Crime has decreased significantly in the city of El Cajon over the past 5 years. However, we are not resting on our laurels. The City Council has added 5 new police officers and 3 new firefighter positions during that same time period to ensure improved public safety. Our police crime lab has received coveted national accreditation, only one of only 4 in the county to be so certified. Our police officers have greatly strengthened their community outreach efforts during the past years, such as development of the homeless outreach team, our efforts with our newcomer community.
Yeah, and the blurry whiteboard picture that you see right behind me, it was taken inside the briefing room at El Cajon PD. It's a sort of scorecard. The department doesn't deny it, but it does deny that it shows a quota system.
I didn't get into law enforcement to make a quota. I've seen gift cards given out for the most arrests or the first arrest, and it's disgusting to me.
My hunch would be that this is overblown. This is not what that person is saying it is.
There is an explosive new revelation about the El Cajon Police Department that comes on the heels of claims about a quota system.
We've developed new source information about a sexual harassment claim within the El Cajon Police Department.
And talking about the police department makes me think about some significant struggles that we've had as a community in the past year and a half. We face challenges that most communities never face. Most communities in the entire world have not faced such significant challenges. And we had to call on our police department at that point, as well as every other department in the city, but specifically our police department, to protect us and to keep stability.
Is he alive? You guys killed my brother.
They're taking him to the hospital.
They're taking him to the hospital. I don't see any first aid or anything.
But from what the sister said, she called for help 3 times. They did not come. And on the second and third time of her calling and asking for assistance, they told her that her issue was not that serious. They had more serious calls to attend to. When they arrived, they not only didn't notify the guy to say who they are, they just advanced on him and asked him to take his hands out of his pocket. Oh, I highly doubt he understood what was going on. And then they shot him 5 times.
Don't close the door! Don't close the door! Don't close the door! Hey, now fuck you!
I was literally just standing in the 7-Eleven parking lot, minding my own business, and the police, militarized police, start closing in on us, and we all start running through the back alleyway, and they literally didn't even warn that they were going to start shooting, and out of nowhere, they started shooting these little paintballs. This hit me in the face, and my friends got hit with tear gas for no reason at all.
Happening today, the NAACP will ask a judge for a restraining order against the El Cajon Police Department. They want cops to let protesters stay where officers killed Alfred Olango there. A memorial had been set up in that parking lot for the last month, but police recently cleared the area, saying that the property owners asked them to. The NAACP says that violates freedom of speech and assembly.
And I want to tell them that I'm extremely proud of their efforts. The entire world was watching, and we came through with an A+, and I'm very proud of you. So thank you very much, and I'd like to give them a round of applause if you don't mind.
One of the police officers involved in the fatal shooting of an unarmed black man in El Cajon, California on Tuesday has been identified as former police sergeant Richard Gonzalez, who was demoted last year after another officer sued him for sexual harassment.
Both of these lawsuits involve sergeants' cell phones and lewd pictures that Officer Greer said were texted to her phone. According to the latest complaint, it's behavior that's tolerated by the El Cajon Police Department.
We also have an outstanding fire department.